of peace-building processes. These again are the Cooperative Threat Reduction Program, that then moved beyond nuclear weapons to chemical weapons and biological weapons. The movement this past year to get a ban on nuclear weapons treaty at the United Nations was again an example of widening participation beyond just the nuclear weapons states to all the other countries impacted by nuclear weapons, and having their voice heard. The Holy See was very important in moving that discussion forward, and in having many of the victims of nuclear weapons and nuclear weapons testing to have their voices heard at the United Nations as part of those treaty negotiations. The second principle that I want to talk to you today is the principle of right relationship. There are many different practices that can be used to try to expand and strengthen right relationship, including practices of acknowledgement, practices of respect, efforts to correct unjust patterns of exploitation. In order to expand meaningful participation, what we've just been talking about, you have to build more right and just relations. To stop countries and statesmen from seeking respect through nuclear weapons, we have to seek other avenues to demonstrate respectful relations. Your country has been a leader in these past months, and your president has been very impressive in the ways he has expanded the practices of right relationship through his creative use of the Olympics and the Olympic diplomacy, through the inter-Korean dialogues. There have been many ways in which he's expressed respectful, right relationship for the people of the North. Those types of activities have to be continued in order to be able to build a more just peace. So whether they're through cultural relationships, educational exchanges, economic relationships, all of those relationships must be built and rebuilt. And the church can provide very important help and strength in those regards. There are examples of international efforts to extend right relationship. There were a series of nuclear summit meetings to look at the safety of nuclear power and safety of nuclear energy. But these are all very important in order